Dj.ADM.One, I'm back. I know, it's been a while since my last post, but honestly, it took a little bit for me to get over the loss of the Dodgers. But it's all good, still rep LA all day. Y'all know how we do. So look, if you've been following me on Snapchat, well, my hard drive took a shit. You know, I mean, what can I say? It actually just died, and sad thing about that was that I would say about maybe 80% of my music, like a ding dong, was on my hard drive. So now I'm back to almost starting all the way over, but it's alright though. Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about it. You don't worry about it. We shouldn't worry about it. But look, what I'm gonna do is, I found this as the perfect opportunity to let you guys know how I did some of the things that I did that were inside my hard drive. Like for instance, what we're gonna work on today is I lost one of my scratch sentences, and this sentence was like my life. Like I had every single scratch phrase I would want on there, and I'm gonna let you guys in on how I put that scratch sentence together, and it's very easy. Everything that I'm going to be using is absolutely free. There's multiple ways that you can do this. I mean, if you have Ableton or you got Pro Tools, you can do it that way. But I'm going to show you a free way that you can get this stuff and then, you know, put together your own stuff. And honestly, when it comes to production and everything, the number one thing that I always tell everybody is that any program can basically do anything you want as long as you push the limits of what it is. I remember a long time ago on, I believe it was PlayStation 2, I was making beats on the Sony, what was it called? The Sony PlayStation beat maker. I forgot what it was called. But it was something like that. And honestly, I felt like I had bangers on it, and I pushed that so far that, I mean, I went and bought my first MPC 2000XL, you know what I mean? I needed one. After I saw what I can do on a PlayStation, I had to get it. And I mean, nowadays, I mean, when I do make drum loops and re-drums, and even if I make like a light remix of something, I have a Machina, so you know what I mean? It's dope. But I'm gonna give you the bare knuckles version of how to make a scratch sentence. It's really in your hands, creativity wise, how far you can push it. But today, because I need my scratch sentence, as you know, I got Rude Dogs on Saturday, and you know, 2 DJs, 4 turntables. I mean, we don't have 4 turntables for fun. No, we have those turntables so we can scratch and do tricks, and you know, like having a dope scratch sentence that you put in the way that you want it. I mean, it's really key. Okay, cool. So first thing we're gonna want to do, open up Chrome. I use Chrome. If you use Safari, you can use Safari. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I know some people that use Firefox. First off the bat, what we're gonna do is I just opened up Chrome. Then what you're gonna want to do, and remember, I'm doing this all with things that are free. What we're gonna do is we're gonna open up Audacity. I know it's probably the most like bare bones recording program that you can have, but I will tell you this, it's extremely easy to use. If you don't know how to use Ableton Live or Pro Tools or Sound Designer, whatever your like program you can get, yes, they're gonna be better programs than Audacity, hands down, no competition. But what I will say about Audacity is it pretty much has anything that you would need in it to do what I'm gonna do right now. And like I said, if you push a program to its limits, you can do some pretty cool stuff. So, okay, now in order to record anything that's playing on your laptop in Audacity, you're gonna also have to download one other program, and let me click on it right here. So the other thing that you're gonna want to get is this right here, Soundflower. Okay, now Soundflower, it's also a free program. Just search it. I'll actually put a link in the description down there. So I'll put a link for Audacity and Soundflower down in the bottom. So once you got Soundflower installed in there, And pretty much all Soundflower does is it routes your recording head pretty much in your computer, so that way you don't have any patch bays. You know what I mean? You're not wire patching anything. Like I said, this is pretty much the easiest way that you can do it. So now when you come into Audacity, you're gonna want to go right here where it says your recording input. Now it's gonna give you a couple options. As you can see, built-in microphone, it's there. So I mean, you know, if you don't have a mic and you just want to talk, the recording's not gonna be the best, but you can do it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna select Soundflower 2-channel as our recording base, okay? Then also you're gonna want to open your system preferences. Just keep this open because you're gonna actually switch between. Now you can use Soundflower as your bus, so your signal will be coming out of there. Sometimes what I notice, and like I said, Soundflower is a free program, so it's not really the best, but what I've noticed, if you do that, you might get some clicks and some digital distortion in there, and you just want to stay away from that. So what I do is I like to just keep my system preferences open, go into sound, and then on the output you're gonna put your select Soundflower 2, the 2 channels as your recording output. So once you do that, now you won't be able to hear. But that's what you're gonna want to do every time you go to record something. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually switch that back to our internal speakers, so that way we can actually hear what we're gonna be playing on YouTube. So let's find a sample. So now we're gonna go back to our web browser and then go to YouTube. Now if you know a specific record that you want to sample, you could definitely go to that. You can also go to like something I like to do is I also go and I get phrases, random phrases. You can search hip hop acapellas, find like a high quality one. Remember, like I said, you want to find the best quality one that you can find. Right now I'm gonna type in scratch sentence. So bam, as you can tell, I've done that a whole bunch of times already. I like to keep them about a minute long. Yeah, you could just do a really big long one. The only reason why I don't like to do that is because then, especially with the cue points, remember, I mean, right now I'm on a Rain 62, so I mean, for each deck I only have 5 cue points. So I mean, if you make like a 5-minute scratch sentence with everything, I mean, you're only going to be able to get to 5. If you have the S9 or something, you will be able to get to 8 of them. But like I said, I like to just keep them about a minute. I mean, after a minute of digging, you got to remember some of these samples are like a second long, second and a half, so it's not going to really be too much of a big deal. So what I'm actually looking for right now is just basic off fresh. I know I'm going to want the ha. That one kind of has a little bit of too much reverb on it for me, but I'm going to need a hot fresh ha what jump pew, basic stuff.
Matter of fact, let's just say that I paid my dues and now it's time for payback.
Now, remember when I said that creativity is everything. So now when you're listening to some of these sentences, they might have some of the things that you want, and you can quick and easily just chop them and put something that was after something before it, and then something that came before after that. So I mean, like I said, get creative, and then even when you think you have it, but then you've chopped up other things later on down the line, you could just plug in something anywhere, actually, anywhere you want, because remember, this is your personal scratch sentence, so you're making this your own. Think about what you're gonna do. If you pick a theme, it might go a little bit better. If you're just going for, hey, I just want all the dope samples all on a line, handle.
That's how you create.
Execute a perfect cut.
Now, as you can tell, this is not a quick and easy process. You're gonna have to go through YouTube channels, you're gonna have to zoom in, you're gonna have to cut the wave, you're gonna have to maybe find a different sample on a different page or whatnot. You might even have to go buy a record, and then why not just record it yourself? That would be the easiest route to do, because I mean, obviously you'll get a good clean sample. But when doing it the freeway, yeah, it's gonna take you a little bit more time. But guess what? In the long run, it's still gonna be something that you created, and it's gonna be in the order that you wanted to. So now that's why I'm saying, as you're looking for these samples, you need to be really selective and think about your scratch pattern. Think about where you're gonna be scratching at. Thinking about what message maybe you want to get across. Maybe you're gonna have a theme. Maybe you just want to look for anything but just what's. Maybe you're gonna look for movie quotes. I love movie quotes. Right now we're not doing that right now, but maybe we might do one in the future. Leave a comment below. Let me know, what do you want to do next? Do you want to do another scratch sentence? Do you want to start doing some intros, outros, some acapella ins, acapella outs? We can do all that with this software. The only thing is your imagination. How far are you willing to push your imagination? And you know what? This could be actually a stepping stone to you doing bigger and better projects. Now, I for one know that I would hate to do everything on Audacity. The reason why I started off with this tutorial is to give you a broader range, an opening of your mind per se, so that way you can understand that you don't have to look at other DJs like, how come they're doing that? I can't do that because I don't have this equipment. I'm not a producer. I'm not this. I don't know about production. Guess what? You do. It's really easy. All you have to do is think outside the box. And yeah, it might take you a while, but guess what? Production always takes a while. Imagine how long it's taking for me to make this video. Okay, so now we have all our samples in the order that we want. I know you couldn't hear me editing them, but I'm now gonna play the sample as just a full sample for you. That way you can hear what we came up with today. So leave me a comment in the bottom and let me know, do you want the sentence that we came up with? Do you enjoy these kind of sentences? Do you enjoy this kind of videos? I mean, let me know. I mean, give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down, tell me, hey, yo, you did that the extremely long way. I mean, you let me know what you thought. Y'all already know what it is. Dj.ADM.One. Use your head, DJs. You can be better than what you currently are. And until next video, y'all already know what to do. Yep.
Matter of fact, oh shit.
That's how you create.
You know, when I first heard...
Yeah. Come on. Oh yeah.
Llame a la policía, por favor.
I'm gonna play something for you right now. You let us hear what y'all can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just a sample of me.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, boy. Yo.
Don't start scratching.
This.
Oh, yeah.
Please.
Higher.
Oh, yeah. That's a huge bitch. Word. Come on.
Take my advice.
Shut up, music.
Yo, fight it.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.